Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Nanette Murphy here with us. She's a divorce coach and she's been doing this for a while. Also has some really good tips and also fantastic message in terms of helping people really achieve and overcome divorce in a different sort of way. So Nanette, please. Introduce yourself and your business to our audience.
Absolutely. Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm Nanette Murphy, a divorce and life reinvention coach, because divorce isn't just about the journey through, it is about what's next after the dust has settled and the ink is dry. So my purpose, my mission is to bring awareness to people, the importance of divorce coaching, the importance of having a team in your corner, not just an attorney, and really bring an awareness that it doesn't add to the cost of your divorce. It, in effect, overall will be less costly and less conflict, hopefully, depending on the parties.
Interesting. So how would that be less costly, for example?
Absolutely. So, um, here in America, a divorce attorney is expensive. 3, 5, $600 an hour, maybe more. So my point is, I'm not asking attorneys to charge less for their services. Absolutely not. My goal is to have the client prepared, have everything as much as they can together, gathering all their documents, their knowledge, learning to keep their emotions in check so that they're not emotional when they're with their attorney, which will just increase their hours with their attorney, which increases the cost. So ultimately, they spend less time with their attorney because they bring them the facts, they bring them what they need, and and then that's it. I take the time with them, or their CDFA, their financial advisor takes time with them. And again, ultimately, less time with your attorney means less cost.
Exactly. And what's one piece of advice that you would like to share with someone that is going through divorce right now?
Oh, there's many messages, but I think the one of the most important ones is this is not just a legal battle, so to speak. It's an emotional journey and often more emotional than legal. So, you wouldn't, there was a line the other day, you wouldn't climb a mountain without a guide. That's a big journey. Don't go on this journey alone, relying completely on just one person who may not always have your best interest in mind financially. Um, you need a team and you need people uh, that will stay in their own lane and that you can ask questions of financially, coach-wise, legally, maybe mortgages. There's so many more levels to divorce than just legal.
Absolutely. And so what inspired you to actually get into this line of business?
Well, unfortunately, I went through my own divorce about 10 years ago. I always say good news is I don't keep track anymore. But it's been a while, and I was married nearly 25 years and together with my ex for 30, 3 children, and I was 50 years old. So, talk about deer in the headlights, a lot of fear. And then, that was back in, I think, 2015. In 2020, when the entire world shut down, I started on a journey of educating myself and coaching, and then discovered that divorce coaching existed. And that's when I knew I'd found my path. And I specifically coach women over 40. And here in America, don't know if it's the same there, but if you're over 50 and divorcing, it's called a gray divorce. I say it's not the most flattering term, but it's pretty accurate. And unfortunately, in the US, it is like the growing statistic, the highest percentage of divorce right now is people over 50. They've been married 20, 30, 40 years and they're divorcing. So again, it's not just the fear of or the disappointment of divorce, but you're in your retirement years and you thought you knew where you were heading, and suddenly you're not. And for women specifically, and I speak this from the heart, the fear is real, both financially, What's next for me? Am I going to be alone forever? So that's really like the bulk and the basis of why I do what I do, because there is a huge need for it.
Absolutely. And then on top of that, obviously you mentioned there is a lot of people sort of divorcing over 50 and stuff, and a lot of people divorcing in general. But so what after? What you mentioned as well that you're not only a divorce coach. Can you tell us about this other part of your title, please, as well?
The after part, the after divorce, that's
Yeah.
the most exciting part. I always say I used to fear the future, and now it excites me because I don't know what's around the corner. And but I don't just sit there wondering, oh, what's next for me? I'm always learning. I'm always, educating myself. I'm always meeting new people from around the world, clearly. And the biggest message is you're never too old. I divorced when I was 50. I just turned 60 and I don't know what's around the corner, but I know it's exciting. That's for sure. And that's what the message that I want to share with people is that this isn't starting over. It's a new beginning and you get to write your chapter, this next chapter, or maybe the next book.
Definitely. And if people want to actually find out a little bit more about you or connect to you, or how they can do that?
Yeah, the simplest way is to go to my website. It's called livelifenowwithpurpose.com. And I have resources and downloadables and coaching, and there's a lot that I offer.
Nice. So I can definitely share the link to this website in the description of this episode. So anyone watching or listening to this episode can check it out there. And then on top of that, um, if there is any question maybe that I didn't ask you, anything you may find it will be interesting for our audience. Like, please share it with us now.
Where they can ask me questions. Oh, you can go on my website and actually fill out a contact form and ask me questions there, or just email me at nmurphy dot live life now.
Okay, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, fantastic. So that's good. And let's see. Also, one of the final questions I would like to ask you as well before we close this episode is obviously been entrepreneur for a number of years now, and this podcast is called Open Book Entrepreneur. So, how are you dealing with the challenges that you
Oh,
face in your own business?
the challenges I face, I do a lot of confidence building in myself when I feel like, wow, it's like literally a slow season because unfortunately there is a season for divorce. And that's when I just bring on new challenges for myself, learn new things. I want to learn more about collaborative divorce. I do a lot of networking. And it's really an internal digging. You have to really look inside and go, okay, this isn't working. Let's try something new. And it's about talking to other people, asking for suggestions, reaching out to new people, and also following your gut instinct. And like if something feels like, oh, let's not go that direction, then don't. I know that sounds kind of fluff, but that's kind of how I operate. I really believe that if we just keep moving forward and walking through the doors that are opening for us, the opportunities will come to us.
Totally. Thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you for being a guest today. Thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. If you like it, drop us a like and subscribe, and then see you all in the next episode. All the best and bye bye.